Today I'm going to talk a little bit about part one of how to write a story for grade 1 and 2. There are so many different ways to do it, but this is one of them that I'd like to teach you. Okay? Don't forget that you can pause at any point in the video and that I'm an adult and you're a kid. So, because I'm an adult, there might be words that are really easy for me to spell, and it's okay if they're not easy for you to spell. So, what I'd like for you to do is when you do your story is I want you to stretch the words out the very best that you can, and I want you to be kind to yourself because you're a kid and nobody is expecting this to be perfect. Okay? It's all about trying and learning. So, part one. Before we even get to the writing part, I love to take the time to do some planning. And there's a really, really good way to start that planning. So, usually on a blank piece of paper, I will write somebody, wanted, but, so, then. And you can even have a mom or dad help you with that. And they can sort of do the writing for you as you do the thinking. This is the thinking part. And you can do the thinking out loud, you can do the thinking in pictures, or you can do the thinking actually in writing. But the thinking is really important because it makes your story a good story from the beginning to the middle to the end. So, somebody, I'm going to think about a character. We've been doing a lot of work about chicks, so I'm going to draw my very best attempt at a chick. There we are. And I'm going to put a little egg here just to show that he just came out. So somebody, and I might even put his name, Chick. Maybe we should be a little bit more creative. Charlie. Charlie Chick. Okay, that's it. Wanted. Now, I think problems or things that characters want are really important in a story. So I'm going to think of what do they want? I think what he wants more than anything in the world because he's feeling lonely is he wants a friend. So I'm going to write the word friend there just to remind me that he wants a friend because it's nice to have a friend. But he's having difficulty finding a friend because there's nobody around him. So to draw that, maybe he's just feeling a little sad because he can't find a friend anywhere. There are no friends. So he looks around him and he starts asking. And oftentimes with stories, it takes the character about 3 times to solve their problems. You can just give it one try for your story, but if you want to do a more detailed story, you can have them try 3 times to solve their problems. So I think Charlie Chick is going to ask a little worm if he would like to be a friend with him, and the worm is going to say no because he's too scared. And I think Charlie Chick is going to ask another bird, maybe a crow. Now, sadly, this bird kind of looks like Charlie Chick, but that's okay. So he's going to ask a crow, and the crow's going to say no, you're too slow. Because the crow likes to fly, and of course the chick can't fly yet. So Charlie Chick's going to feel pretty sad. And so he's going to probably get a little sad and feel sorry for himself and very lonely. And then suddenly he's going to look over at a little egg that was sitting in the same nest as him. And suddenly that little egg is going to crack open. And what will come out? Another chick. Just like him. And suddenly he will ask the new chick, do you want to be my friend? And that chick will be really excited to be his friend. Then, that's the end part of the story. Then, at the very end of the story, they will play together happily for the rest of their days. And that's the end of the story. So you can see how I went from the somebody wanted something, but there was a problem or a conflict. In this case, it was no friends, but your problem can be anything. Maybe they're lost or they lost something. Sometimes those are the best stories. They have a very important key or a very important stuffy or something very special to them and they lose it. And then they try different ways of trying to solve that problem, looking in different places, maybe if you've lost something, or if they feel lost, maybe they're in the woods somewhere, then they're looking for different paths to get out of, say, the woods or the forest. And then what is the solution? How do they get to that place where they feel happy again? So there's the planning idea. For the second part of the video, I'm going to show you how to put the sentences into the story. And it's going to be a pretty basic story. Okay?